This week on the Weekly Wrap-Up, we talk about video games. But not every video game, just PlayStation VR video games. And sometimes, not even those.
No, yes.
You're like,
Yes.
And this is the Weekly Wrap-Up. This is the Midnight GamesCast. We record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight. We bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the Weekly Wrap-Up. Every Thursday is PlayStation VR Theater, and every Friday as Viewer Takeover.
that's a good one.
Oh, thanks.
It was
Yeah.
a good one.
It's about time you guys start accepting me around here.
Yeah.
About time you got it right.
Aw.
At some point, you're like, well, we're not getting rid of them.
Yeah,
We might as
right.
well embrace it. As always,
Very
I'm Brian
true.
Paul, and to my right, your left, the king of all VR kings.
Yeah.
He only had one Move controller
Yeah.
until recently.
Hey.
Jeremy King.
Thank you. Move controller. Yeah, so I recently got a second move controller.
Round of applause for Move
Yeah.
controllers.
Yeah. Nah.
How's your week?
It was been, it's been busy.
It was
It was
busy.
been.
It's been
It was
busy.
been.
It was
You know.
busy.
It was been.
And to my left,
Yeah.
your right, the one, the only, Michelle Baracchione.
I got my name back. Yay! I like Bobby's back. I see.
Bobby's back. Yeah, we saw
It's
Dean
Halloween.
saw Dean from London Lamps at work the other day, and I was like, oh crap.
Oh, he
And
did
that-
come in.
and that reminded me. And I was like, he's been sitting just over there, off
Yeah.
Right
on a
off
frame.
camera.
Yeah,
So yeah,
he's always close by.
He is.
we love Bobby.
Stop it.
You know what I used recently?
What?
My Fallout bottle cap bottle opener.
Did you?
Oh, nice.
I did.
From the Caps Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Man,
What's up, Caps man?
What is up, Caps Man?
Yeah, I wonder if
How
it's
are
still
you?
out there.
What's going on? Yeah.
In case you're unaware, we have to take care of this every single week. This is kind of what we do on the Midnight Gamescast. We love to sit around, we talk about video games, but most importantly, we just hang out and talk. So if you're looking for some kind of up-to-the-minute, news or reviews or something like that, this isn't the right place for you.
Or any type of information.
Yeah.
This is our 1 hour a week where we get to hang out and talk about video games and just chill. So you guys should also just chill.
Yeah.
Okay?
Chillax.
But hey, let's talk about video games.
Shall we?
Yeah, I think we shall. So first of all, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel.
Please do.
If you haven't joined our, this is great, PlayStation VR without Parole GameCast community, you should totally
Oh, that
do
was
that.
a mouthful.
That was.
Yeah, I
That's
should
what
swallow
she
so there's
said.
room for another one.
And she said that too.
I like to pretend this is a cigar. I'm like,
Is that how you
like
chew
my
yours
mouth
out?
joke.
No.
punchline indicator.
Yeah.
So
Applause. Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a fake cigar for Halloween for the next
The exploding
podcast.
one. Are those still a thing? Exploding
Ooh.
cigars?
I wasn't gonna prank them, but now-
How bad did they really explode?
I don't know. Let's find out
Only
on the
in movies
podcast.
did I see one like, face turns all
So
upside.
news. Sorry.
Just so catching up on PlayStation VR releases. Last week we got a few amazing games. We got Megaton Rainfall, which I think we all agree is
Awesome.
Pretty
fantastic.
sick.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people out there being like, "It's not fantastic," and I'm like, "You're all wrong."
Oh, I have a friend that downloaded it loves it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. So that makes it 100% all in
Done.
favor.
Obviously.
We all
Friend.
love it.
Yes.
Loves it.
Also, No Heroes Allowed VR, which was my surprise
loved
pick of the
it.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like real-time strategy games, and I loved every minute of this 8-hour game.
Wow.
4 hours.
You sunk some
Times two.
time in.
Yeah, it was
4
fantastic.
hours times 2.
Well,
Good job.
2 hours times 4.
Yes.
There you go.
You wanna
However
keep,
you want to
keep
divide
going?
it.
Half an hour times 16.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.
Welcome to the math podcast. We also got.
Is the thing, by the way. I looked it up.
It is
I know
a
that
thing?
was a question before.
A
Yeah.
long time back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Math podcast.
Yep.
That was the thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We also got Gran Turismo Sport, which we all know has a limited VR mode. We haven't covered that yet, and I don't know if I'm going to have time. But I might have time because this week we were supposed to get 3 games today.
All right. How'd that go?
I don't think it went very well because I checked the store just before we started filming.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to get Dead Hungry, the pixel junk game where you work in a food truck and you throw
Yeah.
burgers at
At the
zombies.
zombies. Yeah.
We were also supposed to get Stunt Kite Masters, but I got an email from the developers late yesterday saying probably not going to happen. We did get Fishing Master, which, holy crap, surprise of the week. You guys, did you play the demo?
Did not.
No, because it's free and that's just too expensive.
Yeah,
for you.
I wouldn't. Who would have thought?
You should have played it. It was fun.
I know. I wanted to.
I enjoyed it.
but I just didn't.
Yeah, you just didn't.
Yeah.
No.
All right, you played Fishing
I
Master
did
demo.
play.
I will tell you that the full game is basically like if you like the demo, it's just a whole lot more of that.
Right. Did you explore different places other than the bridge?
Yeah. There's 3 locations, and each location has like 3 variations of that place. Like San Francisco Bridge has a rainy night, and it also has a celebration night where there's fireworks going on.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's cool. Just like fishing under the bridge.
Did you use your scuba gear and go look at your fish?
I
really?
definitely checked out the scuba gear. I went down. I was Scuba Steve and checked out. It's weird because like I assumed it's like that I'd go down there and see all of the fish that I caught.
Right.
But man, you gotta like go down there and kick back for a little while to see a bunch of
swim
fish
by.
because they swim by and
you
you're
have
like looking all around and stuff. But you're like, this isn't
You're
all
like,
of them.
all right, I'm going to give you all our fish, but it's in the ocean. Good luck.
Yeah,
Is it realistic graphics
Right.
or cartoony?
so I think they're going for something in between.
Yeah.
Like the environments, the fish, everything looks on the realistic side.
Yeah.
But it's that VR realistic
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
like,
It was really nice, though.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty.
yeah. I called it a Generation 1 PlayStation VR game because I was like,
Okay.
it's just too fuzzy to
Yeah.
be like, if it was a little higher resolution, I'd say, yeah, it's much more realistic.
Yeah.
But it's just too fuzzy to
Yeah.
be considered that. So yeah,
How much was that?
it's $20, and I gotta say, I was only gonna play it for like 3 or 4 hours and then review it, and I ended up playing it like for like 8 hours yesterday, like
Yeah.
just almost 8 hours straight. Every time I put it down, I was like, I gotta go back and play more.
Yeah.
Who knew Brian liked to fish so much?
I hate being outside, which is perfect, so I get to be inside.
Well,
Yeah.
thank God there's VR.
Perfect for you.
And so I don't know if you guys noticed, there's this thing right here.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd that come from?
Well, it came from Canada. So the box came from China.
Eh?
Yeah, it said made
No?
in China right on the box.
Wait, don't you know? No, that's more like
I still want to
Wisconsin.
know how heavy it is.
Isn't that Bobby's World?
Bobby's World.
Don't
wow.
you know?
Yeah.
It's got some weight.
So it's got some serious weight.
Serious weight.
So this
I
is
wanted
the.
to pick it up. I was
You
like,
go ahead.
yeah.
This is the Cybust VR stand. If you're interested in one of these, it's basically here. I'm gonna so you can actually see the head. It's so that's all it is.
Look,
right?
it even gets condensation on it. It's alive.
Oh, how can you not just like draw a face on it? And...
Right? Do
Totally.
things to
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, Jeremy.
so here's the thing, right? I mean, there's plenty of VR stands. This is just interesting. Like I was doing some editing last night, and it was like sitting behind me on this table, and
Yeah.
it's
Put
freaking
it like scarf
It's
on.
eerie,
it's
right?
freaking me the fuck out.
It is.
Every time like I saw it in my
that-
peripheral, I was like, who's sitting behind me?
That's the
Oh,
thing when you turn
ugh.
VR on and
Yeah,
what's
it's right
behind
behind
you,
you.
it's right there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I kind of love it, and the thing is like it looks like just like a cheap mannequin head, but
It does.
But this is made out of fiberglass. The top, and
Yeah,
the,
no, it feels nice.
the bottom, the stand itself is made out of steel, so it's really heavy. It's not gonna like just like tip over.
Topple
Or anything.
over.
It's like not
Right.
even wobbling, and it's kind of
Like
awesome.
Bobby over there.
The downside is it's like $90. Cybust.com, fiberglass steel construction, $89. And I mean, this is a premium item. This is like, hey, I want to like show off my PlayStation VR headset.
It's really
I mean,
nice,
It works
yeah.
for all headsets, right? It's not just PlayStation VR. You
Yeah, I
can
mean,
actually
it's
put,
only-
Yeah, I
put
guess
your
that's
headphones
true.
right on top
Yeah.
of it too. So like, if you don't have, you can like really make this like a.
Put your VR and your headphones there.
At only a
Exactly.
quarter of the price of the VR headset itself. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it is nice.
Yeah,
you know?
it's and I'll say this right out here. Obviously, Cybust sent this to us. We didn't pay for it, but we're also not being paid to promote it. They just sent it and said, "Hey, check it out," and I'm checking it out, and I'm kind of loving it.
Yeah.
That's the end of that. What do you think?
I think that you're out of things to say, so I think it's time to begin this episode the way we begin every episode. The little game of should we or shouldn't we?
Little game.
A little game.
A little. Still don't know where
Nope.
she's from.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions,
No. But if he keeps doing that whole thing, I'm going to start thinking things. I'm not sure what.
you start thinking things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'd hate
But
for
you-
that
Don't
to happen.
start
that
doing
you're,
that. Where you're from, I know.
and they're thinking
Next,
things.
they'll be wanting to vote and leave the house.
So we put
barefoot
60
and
seconds
pregnant.
up on the clock, and then put the clock up on the counter.
The way that Jeremy likes it.
There we go.
Flump.
There
I'm gonna do it.
And we have 60 seconds to tell you what we have been playing or watching and whether you too should be playing or watching.
Should you two be playing or watching?
I mean,
I feel
if
like they're busy being a band.
I feel like they're not actually watching.
You too, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
this-
still around, right?
I wonder if UB40 is still a band.
UB40, yeah. I never could understand
Who wants to go first?
that. Yeah.
I'll go first.
On
There
your
you
mark,
go.
get set, and
Go.
All right.
Actually, I need
So I played a little bit of
a little bit.
of Rec Room.
Oh, hey, Rec Room.
Hey, Rec Room. Yep. It's gonna eventually. When is it coming out?
Oh, eventually.
Cool. It's gonna be a free download, which is fantastic. This game itself is fantastic. It's a very social game, so all over the world you can hang out with people in either, say, a rec room, or you can go and play the rec room.
You don't say.
Dodgeball. I played a lot of disc golf, personally.
Surprise.
I didn't get to actually play with anybody else. I went to play paintball, and my internet crashed twice, actually.
Could be the game.
And I wasn't sure if I was thinking that it was the game because I tried twice, and I wanted to. I really wanted to play go into the theater department as well, which looked really fun. You can do like bow and arrow, sword, and go, I guess, fight monsters. I don't really know what's in there. Either way, once again, internet crashed, so wasn't actually able to play. But
by all means.
By myself, I played disc golf, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
I like that you have a little watch, so you can go into different spots at any time you want. You can shake hands with somebody in front of you and become their friends, or
like
you can
real?
put your hand in front of them.
High five.
Well, you could high five, but you can like do one of those talk to the hand things, and
Deny
it'll delete them.
Oh.
Like so they'll just disappear in front of you if they're being annoying or something like that.
Huh.
So
I've already deleted you in my head.
I would fucking hunt you down and be like,
Stop
how
that.
dare she did it? What? What have I done wrong?
right?
How dare I get deleted?
Yeah.
It really reminded me of Ready Player One, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a place to go and hang out with other people. So I think this game has a lot of potential. It's cool.
Yeah. How much is it?
Boy, you really aren't listening.
Oh man,
I want to catch people up at home.
Yeah, it's totally free.
Oh wow.
So we're playing the beta, which is obviously free, and the download when it's complete will be also free.
Nice.
My question is, how are they going to make money off of this? Because obviously they put a lot of work into it,
Yeah.
and it works so perfectly already, even in the beta test phase, that I'm like, man, I can't imagine this was like cheap to make.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the big bulky hands though.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Send your complaints to Linda in HR.
I will.
She'll throw it away immediately.
Linda.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna on your mark, get set, and go. I also played a bit of Rec Room. I got to give a shout out to 3 people who I don't have the names for. I really hate that, guys. I'm sorry. I played, as you called it, the theater room. We went into.
I think that's what it's called. No?
We went into it's like an RPG section of where you get to go in with your friends.
Yeah.
And we played basically. It's this whole like little adventure where you can pick up bows and arrows, you can have a shield and a sword, and you go and you fight monsters, and you do it as a team.
Yeah.
And it was just, I mean, these guys, they carried me. Like they carried me the whole way.
Yeah.
Like I was constantly dying, and they always had to come by and give me a high five to recover me.
Yeah.
And it was just so awesome. And what my favorite thing about it was when somebody had to go charge their move controller. Right, and I was like, okay. And there's like these little break rooms in between each segment, and so like a bunch of us were just sitting on the couches in the break room,
Right.
waiting for this guy to charge his move controller for the next section. And one guy pulled out a camera and took a picture of us all sitting there on the couch, and then handed me the Polaroid.
Yeah.
And
I pulled out my camera. I took a selfie. Yeah.
It's
That's neat.
Yeah, it was kinda cool.
As Michelle was saying, like everything's integrated so well. Like when all you have to do is like look at your wrist,
Yeah.
and your watch is your menu. Like you look at it and it, boom, and everything's there. Everything you need is at the tip of your fingers.
Oh, I was saying you can make your own like games to play or rooms as well.
Really?
And there's so much that's not even unlocked yet. Like there's
Right.
all the PC stuff. They're about to unlock
Yeah, there
a
was
bunch of
so many
stuff.
things locked.
Yeah, they're about to unlock everything, and then they're also going to throw everybody from the Oculus and HTC side all into the same room together.
Yeah, you're right. How is this not? I mean, how are they making money?
I don't know, but
Right.
but they sent an email saying they're going to attempt this, and we're all like, and they were basically like, just a warning, this isn't going to go well. They're like, this is what betas are all about. We're in the testing phase, and we're going to see if this works. It's probably going to crash.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was cool that
It's
they
a
were
shame
like,
though, because I think this could possibly be one of the coolest things that VR will.
so what's the
have to
shame?
That it crashes and doesn't work. If it doesn't work.
They'll get it out.
But that's why they're doing this, is to figure it all out before they release the game.
Right.
So and I love the transparency of this developer. They're like, hey, we're going to try this. Hey, we're going to do this. Hey, everyone get together during this time. We're going to stress the hell out of our servers and see if we can, what it can handle.
See what happens.
Yeah. Paintball is amazing.
Yep.
There's so many different like little things to do, and I just
I
found
was
it fun
really
to
looking forward to paintball too.
The cool thing is, it's like
pretty
they-
neat. Yeah.
in the rec room itself, like you can hear voices out in the distance, and you're like, oh, hey, who's out there? And you like kind of like teleport around, and you look, and then you're like, oh, hey, there's some people talking. You just go up, and you're like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, hey, what's happening?
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like a real social environment,
It
and
does.
that's something that no other game has really captured yet. Like even like I love Spark, but Spark allows you to like have 2 people playing and 2 people waiting, and that's the extent of your interactivity.
Yeah, this you can actually roam around and find
Meet
friends.
people.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I gotta download this free game.
Well, you pretty much everyone's gotten a beta code. All you have to do is go to the website, and they will probably give you one if you ask for one.
Right.
Sweet.
And if not, I'm sure it won't be out. It's got to be out.
Yeah, just
soon.
let them know you're the king of all kings.
Yeah.
The king of all VR kings.
Yes.
Which definitely narrows the field substantially.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
Jeremy, are you ready?
Sure.
On your mark, get set.
Go.
All right. So, I went and did something stupid. Basically,
When you came to a
thank you.
podcast.
First mistake.
All right, so I used to love the Gothic games on PC. Gothic 2, I didn't do much of Gothic 1, Gothic 3, then Risen. Anyways, long story short, and Arcania, whatever the fuck that one was called. So then those developer, Piranha Bytes, came out with another game,
How's he doing?
ELEX.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so I traded in titles. I did not want to spend my money on this. So I traded in some games I just never touch, and I got ELEX. And yeah, so it's a Piranha Bytes. I know everybody was giving it like meh reviews to shitty reviews. And they were bitching about all the stuff that those games have always been glitchy about, and I've always just forgiven them for it just because they're fun. Yes, the game is buggy as hell. Everything everyone complains about is true. Oh, you almost had it perfect again. I'm going to keep going for one more
Please and thank you.
moment. Yes. And it's as buggy as hell. I mean, it definitely has all the issues people are complaining about so far, and I've only put in a few hours. But those were all problems they've had in all of their other games, basically, too. Yeah. And yeah, maybe should they get it right by now? Maybe, I don't know. But I still enjoy them. I think they're fun. There's a lot to them. The environments are really, vibrant and colorful and have variety. There's a lot of, NPCs in the games, a lot of enemies. The enemies are real basic, though. They do the same kind of
Robot dance?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Chainman type of maneuvers,
Oh, good. Chainman. Now I'm on board.
And so, whatever. Should we? No. I mean, I'd say no because it's buggy, unless you've played them before and don't mind all that buggy shit that those games come with, because they never really patch them.
But
It'll be that
But
buggy
it hit home for you.
Yeah, it hit home for me because
All right.
I'm used to them. I like them. And
How much was it? I know you said you didn't pay for it.
Full price.
$60.
$60.
I've seen it on Amazon like as a pre-order for like months now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah. No,
But I never played those old ones either.
It's a good mix of sci-fi and fantasy. So all the environments are really like sci-fi-ish, but there's a lot of, fantasy, but there's a lot of sci-fi elements to it, like a jetpack, but swords
Sweet.
and guns and, I don't know.
So it should be
my.
in VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
That'd be something.
Yeah. Editor's note, not in VR.
No.
No.
It'll never happen.
Hi, guys.
Farpoint jetpacks.
Seriously, where are you?
Where are you?
Right.
Guys, we a couple of pieces of news this week. Other than a couple of games not showing up on the store. Although, the PlayStation Store has been a little wonky lately. So if by the time this thing airs, Dead Hungry and Stike Cunt. I've said Stike Cunt twice now.
Yeah, you did.
In
There was no correcting
in
that.
Stunt Kite Masters. Let me try this one more time.
Please do. Let's see if we can get it a third.
Oh.
If maybe when this thing airs, the PlayStation Store has been a little wonky lately. So maybe Dead Hungry and Stunt Kite Masters will be available by the time you see this. Who knows? But right now, just Fishing Master. But what is available is also some free DLC for Job Simulator. It's just called Infinite Overtime. Basically, like an endless mode for each of the jobs.
Yeah.
So, once you've accomplished all the missions, you can stick around and random people will come in asking you to do random things, forever, which is cool. If you just wanted to play more of
Just keep going.
Job Simulator.
Level.
Yeah, everyone's loving it. It's great, and it's free. So come on.
Sweet.
Also free, I Expect You to Die has a first class DLC level. There was only, I want to say, 4 or 5 levels in that game to begin with, so adding 20% more content for free is fantastic. And if you get it on sale,
I
then
really love that price.
free. Yeah, and
Apparently I don't.
you're so weird.
You gotta get on that.
Yeah,
I Expect
really.
You to Die is a fantastic game. If you haven't played it, you should be playing it. It's crazy good.
Cool.
And Dr. Doom sent me a message last night about NextVR. NextVR is an app that you can get for free on the PlayStation Store for the PlayStation VR. And it's basically a way to watch sports and TV shows in VR. This is more than Like, I kind of skipped it because it had pictures of like an NBA game or something. And I was like, I'm not interested. But he sent me a message saying it's more than that. It's got a lot more stuff going on, and it's not just 360 video. Like, this stuff is like watching stuff in VR. Like, it was filmed a specific way.
It makes
Oh,
it.
interesting.
Yeah, it's what's really strange about it. Yeah, so like I was watching a paranormal investigation show.
Yeah.
And so you're just sitting there, and the best thing to do when watching these things is kind of not move your head. Like, even though you can kind of look to the left and the right, everything in the middle sort of stretches the wrong way, and it kind of can make you a little bit motion sick.
Okay.
Right.
But like, but if you just sit back and
Not
watch,
selling
like,
it.
but if you just sit back and watch it like you were just watching TV, where you're just like, in a relaxed state, like not like looking at everything.
Yeah.
Then like the effect is really amazing. Like it's like real time, real life VR, right?
Not like a human doing their thing in front of background,
Right.
more just stretched. Like in Minority Report when he's watching the home video, that kind of a stretched look.
No, this is picture a VR video game, but it being real life.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really well done. The paranormal activity.
Dr.
Whatever the hell
Doom
it's
liked
called.
it.
Dr. Doom seemed to like it. I watched a little bit of a boxing match, which was cool. The only weird thing about it is, and I guess it's just the way it's filmed, all the people look really small.
Okay.
Like you're like sitting there in a room, and then somebody walks in, and you're like, "Wow, that person's really short." But then you,
Jeremy.
But as a frame of reference, like their head is almost like hitting the ceiling of the of the door jamb or whatever, and you're like, okay, so that person's tall.
So it's not actually.
It's just everything for
It's
some
not
reason.
completely
people look
accurate.
short.
Something looks off. Slightly.
Yeah.
Something's strange, but check it out. Obviously, it's a free app, and it's just fun to watch stuff in a new way. Because, like I said, this isn't 360 video. This is a little bit more than that. It's like 3D video.
Nice.
It's interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
free app.
Free app. I can't go wrong.
Yep.
And
If
then
you don't like it, delete it.
Yeah, true.
And then one of my favorite things that happens around here is when we do something on PlayStation VR Theater, and the developers go, "Hey, that's our game."
What did they do?
So a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we talked about a game called Monowheels. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they just saw that video.
The,
Oh, wow.
The big one where you're racing.
Yeah,
and
with
you
like
racing.
one
kinda-
single
Throwing things.
mono
Yeah.
wheel.
The axe or something like that you could hit.
Yep. So they want to give us a little bit of an update on
Okay.
Monowheels. So let's see. Developer Monowheels here. Thank you so much for the feature. I will do my best to tell you what we can. 1. We are working really hard on controllers to make them intuitive and easy to play. You can relax your arms after you grab the handlebars. We were talking about, like, was that going to get tiring?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also we were like, oh, when you have like a melee weapon, like how does that work if you're like holding on to the steering wheel?
Yeah.
The wheel in front of the player is completely intentional. It creates a point of reference for the player and acts like a cockpit, reducing motion sickness.
There you go.
I can't wait to play this one and see that for myself. I'm like, oh, good, I can't see the road, but at least I'm not getting sick. They said the name, Monowheels, not final, but it's good to know that it wasn't popular with us. Yeah, it wasn't popular with us at all.
Well,
Yeah.
they're not very fair.
Well,
most of them.
we put our vote in.
Yeah.
For sure. And then they said there will be several weapons, melee, throw, some kind of guns, and so on.
Sweet.
I love that. They said it will be multiplayer for up to 4 players, looking for a first half of 2018 launch. I'm excited because this was a game that like was obviously like fairly early in development.
Apparently, very early. Yeah.
But it had some really good ideas, and I was like, I wonder where they're going to go with this. And now we know a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. What do you think? Does that wrap up the wrap up?
Wraps up the wrap up.
Fantastic.
Wrapped up.
All right, guys, make sure you come back tomorrow for the best 20 minutes of your week. PlayStation VR
Theater.
Theater.
Yay.
I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, this is Michelle, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Boing.
You think these two could, like, get it on, or?
Well, how could they satisfy each other?
Is there
Well,
a hole on the bottom of this thing?
They could both give each other head.
Head.